Welcome, treasure hunters. Imagine this, an ordinary the top 5 most valuable and most expensive United States of America and most beautiful Kennedy half-dollar-old coin sitting in your pocket could be worth millions of dollars today. Yes, you heard that right. These coins aren't just pieces of metal. They're tickets to unimaginable wealth that could change your life overnight. So before you spend that coin or toss it aside, stick around, because what I'm about to reveal might just make you a billionaire in the blink of an eye. Let's dive into the world of hidden fortune and discover why this coin is shaking up the market like never before. Let's get started. First up in the 1978 Kennedy half-dollar is one of those coins that collectors and enthusiasts often dream about, but few truly understand the potential value it can hold under the right circumstances. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 50-cent piece, but certain varieties and errors of this coin can transform it into a life-changing treasure. While most 1978 Kennedy half-dollars are common, rare minting errors, high-grade specimens, or unique variations can push their value to unimaginable levels. Today, we're going to explore the secrets behind this fascinating coin, why it's so special, and how it could turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight if the right coin is found in their collection. Let's start with the basics. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his assassination. Over the years, this coin has captured the hearts of collectors for its historical significance and its design. The 1978 issue was struck in copper-nickel clad composition for circulation, with a few struck in 40% silver as special collector's items in proof sets. But here's where things get exciting. The value skyrockets when we move into high-grade, uncirculated, and error coins. Imagine holding a coin that looks like every other half-dollar, but upon closer inspection, it has a double die error or a dramatic off-center strike. Such coins have fetched prices in the tens of thousands, and in some extremely rare cases, well over 6 figures. Now, you might be wondering, what makes these errors so valuable? The answer lies in rarity and demand. Error coins are accidental creations by the U.S. Mint, flaws that should never have happened, making them unique and highly sought after by collectors. For example, a double die obverse, where the details on the front are doubled, an inverted mint mark, or even a planchet error can make your 1978 Kennedy half-dollar worth a fortune. Combine that with the coin being in pristine condition, and you've got yourself a jackpot piece of history. Another key factor driving the value of the 1978 Kennedy half-dollar is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no imperfections visible under magnification. Most half-dollars from 1978 will grade somewhere in the circulated range, but if you have one in mint state 65 or higher, its value increases exponentially. A standard MS 65 1978 Kennedy half-dollar might sell for a few $100s, but if it has a unique error or is a proof coin in perfect condition, it could be worth thousands, or even more if it's one of those legendary rare examples collectors fight over. You may have heard stories of people finding a coin in their change or in an old piggy bank and selling it for a staggering amount of money. These stories are not just myths. They happen. For example, certain Kennedy half-dollars with major minting errors have been auctioned for jaw-dropping sums. Imagine finding a coin worth $10,000, $50,000, or even more, just sitting in your coin jar at home. It sounds unbelievable, but in the world of rare coins, the impossible often becomes reality. What about silver content? While most 1978 Kennedy half-dollars are copper-nickel clad, there were proof coins produced for collectors that contained 40% silver. These coins already have intrinsic metal value, but when combined with rarity or exceptional condition, their market price can soar. The silver connection also keeps collectors interested, as silver has always been considered a store of value and a hedge against inflation, adding an extra layer of desirability to these coins. The excitement around these coins doesn't stop at rarity and errors. The Kennedy half-dollar carries immense historical and emotional value. It symbolizes a pivotal moment in U.S. history, the assassination of President Kennedy and the nation's response to honor him. This emotional connection elevates its status among collectors and investors alike, making it not just a coin, but a piece of American legacy worth preserving and cherishing. Now, let's talk about auctions and the insane prices these coins have commanded. Rare 1978 Kennedy half-dollar error coins, especially those in mint condition or with extreme misstrikes, have been known to sell for amounts that would make your jaw drop. We're talking thousands, tens of thousands, and in the case of truly one-of-a-kind errors, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is why it's so important to check your coins carefully, because the next record-breaking coin could be hiding in your collection. Before you dismiss the idea of having a valuable coin, remember this. Many people overlook half dollars because they think they're too modern to be valuable. But this is a huge mistake. Modern coins, especially those with unique errors, can be worth far more than old, common coins. So, if you've got Kennedy half dollars from 1978 lying around, it's time to take a closer look. You might just discover that you've been sitting on a treasure worth life-changing money. Finally, here's the big takeaway. These coins aren't just metal. They're potential tickets to unimaginable wealth. If you have a 1978 Kennedy half dollar, don't ignore it. Research it, examine it for errors, and consider getting it graded by a professional. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and today's ordinary coin could be tomorrow's million-dollar headline. So, check your old piggy banks, your family's coin collection, or even that forgotten jar in the attic, because your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. Next up in the 1972 USA Kennedy half dollar is not just an ordinary piece of metal. It's a symbol of unimaginable wealth and hidden treasure that could make you a millionaire overnight. This rare and highly sought-after coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. And today, we're diving deep into why this piece of history is making headlines in the numismatic world. When we talk about rare coins, most people think about old and ancient currencies. But what if I told you that a 1972 Kennedy half dollar, something that looks so ordinary, could be worth thousands, or even millions, in today's booming coin market? That's right. Certain variations and mint errors from this year have skyrocketed in value, making this coin a true jackpot for those lucky enough to own one. So, what makes the 1972 Kennedy half dollar so special? First, its design honors the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, making it historically significant. Second, specific minting errors, unique varieties, and pristine conditions make some of these coins extremely rare. And in the world of numismatics, rarity equals fortune. We're not talking about pocket change. We're talking about coins that can sell for life-changing amounts. Imagine this. You find a Kennedy half dollar in an old piggy bank or hidden in your grandparents' coin collection. At first glance, it looks like any other coin. But what if that single piece of silver could be worth more than your car, your house, or even your entire savings? This is the magic of rare coins, and the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is a shining example of that possibility. One of the key factors that determine a coin's value is its condition. Extra fine or uncirculated coins often fetch astronomical prices at auctions. And if your 1972 Kennedy half dollar comes with a rare mint mark, doubling error, or unique strike, then congratulations. You might just be holding a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Some collectors have paid thousands of dollars for these rare pieces, and certain variants are rumored to have crossed the six-figure mark. But the story doesn't end there. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so addictive. The idea that a simple coin, something we handle every day, could be worth millions keeps collectors searching endlessly. And guess what? These coins are still out there, sitting in drawers, coin jars, and forgotten boxes. The question is, will you be the one to find it? Now, let's talk numbers. While a standard 1972 Kennedy half dollar might only fetch a few dollars, rare error coins, such as those with off-center strikes, double dies, or unique planchet flaws, can reach staggering prices at major auctions. In fact, some of these coins have been listed for tens of thousands of dollars, and high-grade certified pieces with exceptional details can hit the million-dollar range in certain cases. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to the Kennedy half dollar because it represents more than just money. It represents history, patriotism, and the legacy of an iconic leader. The combination of beauty, rarity, and demand makes this coin a true gem in the world of collectibles. And as the market for rare coins continues to grow, the value of these pieces is only expected to rise. So what should you do now? Check your collection. Go through your old jars of coins, search those hidden boxes in your attic, and don't overlook those coins sitting in your change drawer. You never know, You might just have one of the rarest Kennedy half dollars ever minted, waiting to turn your financial life upside down. Don't let this golden, or should I say silver, opportunity slip away. 1972 Kennedy half dollars are created equal. Some have mint marks from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, and others feature rare errors that occurred during production. These slight differences can mean the difference between a coin worth 50 cents and one worth thousands, or even more. That's why collectors spend countless hours studying every tiny detail under magnification. Let's not forget the role of silver in determining a coin's value. While most 1972 Kennedy half dollars were minted in copper nickel, certain special issues and errors might contain higher silver content, making them even more desirable to investors. In a world where silver prices continue to climb, owning a rare coin with precious metal content is like owning a piece of financial security wrapped in history. Stories of people finding these coins in the most unexpected places are everywhere. From garage sales to old inheritance boxes, lucky individuals have stumbled upon these treasures without realizing what they had. And when these coins hit the auction block, bidding wars erupt, driving prices to jaw-dropping levels. Imagine walking into an auction house with a coin you thought was worthless, only to walk out with enough money to change your life forever. So, if you've ever dreamed of uncovering a hidden fortune, the time is now. Check your pockets, your change jars, and those old boxes that have been collecting dust for years. Because that ordinary-looking Kennedy half dollar could be your key to extraordinary wealth. And who knows, the next record-breaking sale might feature your coin as the star of the show. Stay tuned, because we're about to reveal exactly what to look for and how to know if your coin is worth a fortune. In the end, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history that carries incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just stumbled upon an old coin, this is your chance to unlock the hidden fortune within your pocket change. So stay tuned, because in today's video, we'll reveal everything you need to know about these rare coins, how to identify them, and why they might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Next up in the 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar. This coin, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, is more than just a piece of metal. It represents a significant chapter in American history and has become a dream for collectors worldwide. Believe it or not, certain examples of this coin in exceptional condition or with rare errors can command astonishingly high prices in today's active market, making it an extraordinary find for anyone lucky enough to own one. The Kennedy half dollar series was introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. By 1985, this series had already become iconic, symbolizing American pride and resilience. The 1985 P issue marked a period when the coin was produced exclusively for circulation, with no mint sets issued that year, making high-quality strikes much harder to find. This scarcity in pristine conditions has contributed heavily to its desirability among numismatists and investors alike. Unlike earlier silver versions, the 1985 Kennedy half dollar was struck in copper-nickel clad composition, yet certain characteristics make it stand out. Philadelphia Mint coins often exhibit weaker strikes compared to Denver issues of the same year, so finding a sharply struck example is extremely rare. Add to that the fact that most of these coins entered circulation and saw heavy use, making well-preserved pieces a true treasure in today's collector market. What makes the 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar even more fascinating is the presence of variety coins and minting errors that elevate its value significantly. Collectors hunt for pieces with double die obverse, DDO, full drum details, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. Some examples of these rare error coins have been known to fetch thousands of dollars at auction, proving that even a coin originally worth 50 cents can turn into a fortune under the right circumstances. Now, you might be wondering, what if the coin is in dirty or circulated condition? Does it still hold value? The answer is a resounding yes. While top-grade examples command the highest premiums, even circulated or toned coins can be highly collectible due to their scarcity in the market. Many collectors actually appreciate coins with natural toning or signs of age because it reflects the coin's journey through history, adding an aesthetic charm and authenticity that pristine examples sometimes. In today's competitive numismatic market, the 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar is experiencing a surge in demand, particularly for high-grade certified coins. A standard circulated example may bring $10 to $50, but coins in MS 67 condition or higher can achieve upwards of $1,000 to $5,000 at major auctions. Meanwhile, error coins with dramatic features have been reported to sell for $10,000 or more, making this series a serious contender for long-term investment and future appreciation. The Philadelphia Mint played a pivotal role in producing the 1985 Kennedy half dollar, striking over 19 million coins that year. However, despite the relatively high mintage, quality control and strike sharpness were inconsistent, which means that flawless examples are extremely rare. Many coins suffered from weak details, particularly in Kennedy's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. This inconsistency makes every coin unique, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for examples with crisp details and excellent luster. The demand for Kennedy half dollars, especially from the 1980s, has been steadily rising as more collectors realize their historical significance and scarcity in high grades. Experts predict that as these coins become harder to find, prices will continue to climb. This makes the 1985 P an excellent investment piece with strong future appreciation potential. If you own one, or manage to find one, holding on to it or getting it graded could be one of the smartest numismatic decisions you ever make. Several high-grade examples of the 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar have already made headlines. For instance, PCGS graded MS 67 or MS 68 coins have sold for thousands of dollars, and unique mint errors have reached five-figure prices. These stories have inspired new collectors to search their change, hoping to uncover the next hidden gem that could transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary payday. The appeal of the 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar extends beyond monetary value. Collectors cherish its historical connection to President Kennedy, its position in the long-running series, and the challenge of finding a superior specimen. For seasoned numismatists, completing a Kennedy set is a must, and this 1985 issue plays a critical role in that pursuit. For beginners, it serves as an exciting entry point into U.S. coin collecting with significant potential upside. If you own a 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar, start by examining its condition, strike quality, and any potential errors. Coins certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC generally command the highest premiums. To maximize its value, avoid cleaning or polishing the coin, as this can significantly reduce its worth. Instead, store it in a protective holder or capsule to prevent further wear and damage. The 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar is more than a coin. It's a piece of American history with the power to transform your collection and maybe even your finances. Whether you find one in a coin roll, a family heirloom, or tucked away in an old drawer, don't underestimate its potential. Some examples have sold for life-changing sums, and yours could be next. So, check your coins today, share your discoveries in the comments, and stay tuned for more rare coin insights that could lead you to your own hidden treasure. Next up in the 1974 issue, stands out for reasons that will shock you. This coin, often overlooked as ordinary pocket change, holds a secret that could turn your financial life upside down. Imagine finding a coin in your old collection that isn't just worth cents, but is valued in the millions. That's the power of numismatic rarity. And today, we're talking about the most valuable and expensive Kennedy half-dollar coin that could make you a billionaire overnight. Most people think the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is just a common piece of metal, something you could toss in a jar or spend at the store. But here's the truth. Some rare varieties of this coin have sold for astronomical prices, shocking collectors around the world. These aren't just coins, they're treasures hiding in plain sight. A single discovery could change your fortune forever, and that's why knowing the details matters more than ever. So, why is this coin so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and unique characteristics. Some 1974 Kennedy half-dollars were struck in error or made with special features, making them highly sought after. Combine that with historical significance, and you have the perfect storm for value. Collectors are willing to pay unimaginable sums because coins like this aren't just collectibles. They're historical artifacts, time capsules of an era that defined a generation. Now picture this. A collector's auction where bidders are fighting tooth and nail to own one of these gems. The price climbs, thousands, then hundreds of thousands, and in some rare cases, it can skyrocket to over $1 million. That's right, a simple half-dollar coin that most people ignore could be your ticket to financial freedom. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could pay off every debt you have and buy you luxury for life. That's the reality for those who find these treasures. The most jaw-dropping sales come from coins in pristine condition or those with rare mint errors. Double dies, missing elements, and special silver strikes make some 1974 Kennedy half-dollars almost priceless. If you own one of these rare variants, you're not just a collector, you're sitting on a gold mine. Every detail, every imperfection, can dramatically affect the value, and experts know this is where fortunes are made. But here's what makes this story even more exciting. You might already have one without even realizing it. These coins were minted in large numbers, which means the possibility is out there. Old piggy banks, forgotten coin jars, and inherited collections have revealed incredible surprises. People have turned loose change into life-changing money, and the same could happen to you. The question is, have you checked your coins lately? One reason these coins captivate so many people is their direct connection to history. The Kennedy half-dollar was born from tragedy, commemorating one of America's most beloved presidents. Owning a rare piece of that legacy is like holding a fragment of history in your hands. That emotional connection, combined with scarcity, makes these coins more than just metal. They're symbols of value, memory, and power. Let's not forget the thrill of the hunt. Collectors spend years searching for these hidden gems, and the market is hotter than ever. Every day, new records are set as rare coins find their way to auction. With global interest skyrocketing, the demand for 1974 Kennedy half-dollars has reached incredible levels. That means if you have one, you hold a ticket into one of the most lucrative collector markets in the world. Before you dismiss this as a collector's dream, consider this. Some of the most valuable coins in history were discovered by ordinary people who never imagined their change could be worth millions. These coins don't announce their value. They hide in plain sight. It takes a sharp eye, knowledge, and a little luck to uncover these treasures. And if you do, the rewards are beyond imagination. Collectors aren't the only ones fascinated by these coins. Investors are also jumping into the market. Why? Because rare coins like the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar don't just hold sentimental value. They appreciate over time, often outperforming traditional investments. This isn't just a collectible. It's an asset class, and with demand soaring, prices have no ceiling. Holding one of these coins isn't just a thrill. It's a smart financial move that could secure your future. And here's the kicker. These coins are becoming harder to find every single day. With collectors snapping them up and keeping them in private collections, the remaining supply is shrinking fast. That means the value of the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is only going in one direction, up. Every year, the stakes get higher, and those who act now could be the ones reaping the biggest rewards. So, if you've ever dreamed of hitting the jackpot without buying a lottery ticket, this is your chance. Your old change, that forgotten coin collection, or that jar of half-dollars from your grandparents might contain a hidden fortune. Don't ignore the signs. Check those coins carefully, because the next millionaire story could be yours. And trust me, you won't want to miss the thrill of discovering a coin that turns your life upside down. So, here's the bottom line. Don't spend that old Kennedy half-dollar without checking its details first. Look for errors, mint marks, and unique characteristics, because the difference between 50 cents and a fortune is hidden in those tiny details. This coin is more than money. It's a symbol of opportunity, wealth, and history combined. And who knows? That simple coin in your drawer might just be the key to unimaginable wealth. Stick around, because this is just the beginning of your journey into the world of rare coins. Next up in the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar with the Denver Mint mark is one such hidden gem. Many people overlook this coin, tossing it aside as mere pocket change, but collectors know its true power. In today's competitive numismatic market, this coin is creating waves because of its increasing demand and its rare qualities that make it highly sought after by enthusiasts worldwide. What makes the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar so extraordinary? First, the coin is part of a series minted as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, a figure admired globally. The Denver Mint produced these coins in limited quantities compared to earlier issues, and many were circulated heavily, which makes finding one in collectible condition a challenge. Even if the coin appears dirty or worn, its historical aura and connection to a pivotal moment in American history amplify its value to collectors. In fact, certain era varieties, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws, can skyrocket the price of this coin beyond imagination. You might think a dirty or circulated coin isn't worth much, but that's where you're mistaken. Even coins that appear old and unclean can fetch impressive amounts if they possess unique minting characteristics or desirable errors. Collectors love originality, and many prefer coins that haven't been tampered with or cleaned, as cleaning can lower value. So, if you have a 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar with its original patina, you could be sitting on a serious investment piece without even realizing it. This is why you should never ignore such coins in your collection. The value of the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar can vary significantly, but high-grade examples, error coins, and rare varieties have shocked collectors at auctions. While standard circulated coins typically trade for a few dollars, rare error versions in mint state have been documented selling for thousands, and in exceptional cases, tens of thousands of dollars. Some high-end proofs and MS67 Plus grades from third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC can command premium prices from passionate bidders, making this coin one of the hidden. Why is this coin considered an excellent investment? First, the Kennedy half-dollar series has a strong collector base that keeps growing. Second, coins from the early 1970s, especially with the Denver Mint mark, have limited surviving populations in top grades. As demand rises and supply remains tight, these coins appreciate in value steadily. For those who hold them, the future looks bright, especially if you have one with an error, unique toning, or exceptional eye appeal. That's why experts suggest securing these coins now, as they may multiply in value over time. Not all 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollars are equal. Varieties and errors are the real game changers. Look out for double die obverse, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes. These can take a coin worth a few dollars and push it into the thousands. Some collectors have discovered coins with clipped planchets of strong die breaks, turning their casual finds into auction showpieces. If you have a 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar, inspect it carefully or get it graded. You could be holding a hidden jackpot without even realizing it. Beyond the financial aspect, this coin is a beautiful piece of American artistry. Designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, the Kennedy half-dollar features a bold, iconic portrait of the late president, representing hope, leadership, and national pride. Owning a 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar isn't just about money. It's about holding a slice of history, an artifact that connects you to the legacy of an American hero. For both new collectors and seasoned investors, the emotional and historical weight of this coin makes it an irresistible addition to any collection. The Denver Mint has a reputation for precision and quality, and coins with the D. Mint mark often spark interest among collectors. For the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, this mint mark adds a layer of exclusivity. While millions were minted, only a small fraction remain in top condition, and error coins are even scarcer. Coins with the Denver mark symbolize craftsmanship and history combined, making them highly desirable among serious numismatists. Every time you see that bold D, think of the hidden potential it represents. Collectors have witnessed jaw-dropping sales at coin auctions for Kennedy half-dollars. Some coins initially thought to be worth pocket change ended up selling for thousands due to rare features like full strike details, high grading, or unique minting flaws. For example, error coins from this era, especially Denver minted pieces, have made headlines. This is a strong indicator that your seemingly ordinary 1973 D coin might have untapped value just waiting to be unlocked in the right marketplace. Many collectors make the mistake of cleaning coins to improve appearance, but professionals know this can actually reduce value. A naturally aged patina is part of what makes these coins authentic and appealing. Even if your 1973 D Kennedy half-dollar is dirty, do not attempt to polish or scrub it. Keeping it in its original state preserves its collectible charm and historical integrity. In fact, professional graders often reward originality, which could mean the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth thousands. Not sure if your coin is special? Start by checking the basics: weight, diameter, and that all-important D mint mark. Next, examine it for mint errors like doubling, planchet defects, or alignment issues. If you spot anything unusual, it's time to have the coin graded by a trusted service such as PCGS or NGC. Certification adds instant credibility and can dramatically increase your coin's market value. Remember, the grading process is the bridge between owning a common coin and holding a potential auction superstar. Whether you're a seasoned investor or someone just discovering the thrill of coin collecting, the 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar is a piece you cannot ignore. It represents more than currency. It's a tangible link to history, artistry, and wealth-building opportunities. If you have one, protect it. If you don't, start searching. These coins are still out there, hiding in old drawers, piggy banks, and forgotten boxes. Every collector's dream begins with a single find, and yours could start with this very coin. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar proves that even a seemingly ordinary coin can turn you into a millionaire. So, before you dismiss that dirty half dollar in your drawer, take another look. It could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Auctions continue to set new records for rare coins, and yours could be the next headline. Act now. Inspect, grade, and treasure your coin. Remember, in the right condition or with the right variety, this Denver minted beauty can command a fortune in today's market and secure your financial freedom for generations.